I'm a rebel. Yes, I'm a super techie. I have an advanced background in tech, and I make apps. People must think I'm weird because I support flip phones and ham radio and things that go against the flow. Don't you get a sense that social media and tech are driving society and driving our culture in a way that you don't accept and I don't accept? Let me tell you what my thoughts are. I want to have the ability to be off-grid with my communications, away from the powers of Google and Facebook and Apple and government. I don't think I'm alone. Stay tuned. I know it must be strange for techies like me to talk about ham radio and emergency mesh networks and flip phones and hiding on the internet. I must sound weird to some of you. And there's no doubt I'm a super techie. I'm up to my ears in gadgets. I have every kind of cell phone. I have a gazillion computers from Windows to Macs to Linux. I know probably 100 programming languages. But in the last 10 years, tech has swung into a direction of setting an agenda. We've got eyeballs on every move we make. I didn't buy into this. I didn't buy into third parties recording my every move, recording my family's every move, tracking every location I go to, what things I search for on the internet. Every thought I post on the internet is sold and profiled. My experience on the internet influenced by these profiles. I feel manipulated, and it bugs me. The average person has no idea of the kind of control that exists in our internet experience. None. I was having a chat at a party and introduced the word doxing, and people were like, duh, I don't know what that is. But when I translated it to the creepy physical version, which is stalking, it started to make sense. But that's how the internet is today. It's a creepy stalker. In this case, the stalker could be the government three-letter agencies, or it could be a bunch of private companies. And in case you're thinking a stalking company is just Google, think again. An investment company stalked thousands of Tesla employees in their locations just to predict employee hiring patterns at Tesla. Crazy. Governments use tools like Stingray to spy on your phone and phone traffic. In theory, it's supposed to be used with a warrant. But data can't necessarily be isolated to individuals. Average people get caught in the crossfire and get included in the dragnets. That's the nature of the internet. All of our emails are filtered, tracked, indexed by telecom companies working on behalf of three-letter agencies. This stuff is not directed towards bad guys. This is a total vacuuming of all data and stored in data warehouses with all of our detailed activities. Oh yeah, they don't really look at it. Yeah, right. Voice prints to recognize metadata of my presence on any digital communication. This allows entities to recognize who you're talking to, who you've talked to, and could probably predict who you would talk to next. Facial recognition, now so extreme that you get traffic tickets based on facial recognition. And your car movements tracked on the highways and roads with license plate trackers that have data stored on centralized third-party databases like Palantir. Contact lists with emails and phones matched to every transaction you do on the internet, matched to your home locations, matched to your credit card transactions, matched to your internet search activities, all creating a detailed view of your personality and subjecting us to targeted messaging, like fake news, to influence our votes. Hot topic issues being decided by a few because they can manipulate large groups of people, convinced that something is really a trending topic even though shares and likes were initiated by fake robotic programs called bots. The world is being more tightly manipulated, And I want to be free of this chokehold. I want to be influenced less by what Zuckerberg or Tim Cook wants, but what the common people want. I'm talking to deaf ears, I know. I call my battle the battle for internet privacy, but in essence, it's really about being left alone, freeing myself and others from the yoke of manipulation, allowing myself to think the way I want and tolerate what others believe in as well. Am I weird? I'm sure I appear weird to many. I'm not in the majority. People think I'm pushing for living in a cave. But I do technology. Just a selective version of it. I'm wondering why so many people are watching my flip phone videos or my burner phone videos. I'm wondering why people watch me talk about prepper communications and ham radio. I want to do super techie things on ham radio and prepper comms and even on the internet. I just want to do it on my own terms and not dictated to by the Zuckerbergs of the world. Leave me the Zuck alone. My topics are well thought out. They're all communications related. They're all about active communications, whether on the internet or on ham radio. They're all about communications not subject to data collection in the big giant databases of mercenary firms like Palantir or Google. Subscribe to my channel, folks. Share in my journey if this is thinking that rings true for you as well. I don't think the numbers of people thinking the way I do is that small. I just think no one ever articulates the idea in a clear way for them.